Uh, we're not sure. Kamar felt his knee pop a little bit. We're hopeful that he's okay, but we're not sure. Um, yeah, I mean, you know, it's shameful for me. You know, the game's supposed to have honor. And they can claim they didn't see him. They can claim that they weren't sure if he was hurt. It was clear as day that he was down on the ground, and not just one player saw him, but their whole team saw him. So that part for me is shameful. And, the other part is that, the referee has such a huge impact on this game by having a bad performance. So I don't know, for me, he can blow the whistle when a guy's down like that. He can give a red card to Bradley Wright Phillips when he's in on a breakaway and he gets pushed and shoved from behind and it prevents him from getting a clear shot. Could be a red card penalty. And how does that affect the game? So, I'll stop talking about that right now, but I wanted to get that out. I wanted to make a point at that. The next part I'm going to go to is that our team played great. Our team had fight. Our team stuck together, had confidence. Even a man down, played quite well, and we're the better team. So, it's frustrating to lose, but in many ways, I think that was a great performance for us, and we're unlucky to not walk out of here with something.
What did you tell your team after the goal? Did you try and regroup them after that?
Well, you just say the game's still there and keep pushing, and they did. So, it's obviously an incredibly frustrating moment, but we stuck with the game, and we were actually a bit unlucky not to find a goal. So.
Did you say to Geiger and the referees after the game?
I didn't say anything. I said enough during the game, so I didn't really need to say anything after. Tommy and I had a little exchange, but it was fine. Frustration.
What were your thoughts on the defense? Obviously, it was very patchwork with guys.
Yeah. No.
And Kumar stepping in, having a shutout in the first half. Your overall thoughts on how they performed?
Yeah, I thought Carl had his best game as a Red Bull player. Thought he was very good. Good in the air. Shut down their attacking players. I'm not sure why they switched Agudelo and Bunbury, but neither of those guys were able to find the game much. So, and a lot of that credit goes to the work that Carl and Kamar did. The whole back line I thought was very good. Very good. Didn't give much away.
Jesse, go to your left.
Okay.
There was some question about Kamar's fitness before the game. Would you put him out there if you know he was going to go down?
Well, there wasn't really much question because he came out of the game in the 60th minute, but it was like a whack to his ankle, so he felt fine. He actually came back, and the day he came back, he did a regen, and yesterday he trained, and he looked great, so there wasn't any issues there. And again, we're hopeful that it's not too bad. Yes?
Was this the injury that had to do with the turf?
Don't know. Don't know enough about that yet.
Going back to before the game, you see the lineups that the refs posted. You mentioned that the switching between Agudelo and Bunbury. Was that something that you were anticipating that was going to happen? I mean, what matchups were you looking to exploit?
Well, we knew that they were going to try to play long balls to Connor Lade and try and win aerial duels there, so we were prepared for that. We weren't sure if Davies or Agudelo was going to feature. We talked about dealing with all their different qualities of their attacking players, and our two teams know each other pretty well, so there's not a lot of surprises.
Anything else, guys? Eric, how does the Felipe setting not only change this game, but now going forward with all the pieces missing?
Well, it's another one where it's not a red card. So I said I was going to stop, but I didn't include that when I talked about the referee. Yeah, with Felipe being out, it's frustrating and disappointing from the call. But I know that we have Sean Davis stepped in and actually I thought played really well and did a good job. So I think Sean will be ready next week. And this team's deep. This team's it's a good team. It's a deep team. So I'm not worried about that. Good.
Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.